Genghis Con 2026, the calm before the storm. We here at Evil Cheese, I am Scott Ogle, and we are going to see these rooms filmed today as we are here for every minute of Genghis Con, seeing players at tables, seeing new games, seeing vendors, seeing it all. Stay with us today, and we will take you through it. With Casey, and we are anxiously awaiting Eric's arrival.
Yeah.
He has gone to the wrong hotel. He's run into traffic. He's had difficulty with childcare. It's pure chaos. But the anti-chaos is Casey and I. And so we wanted Casey to have a chance to give maybe his first impressions of Genghis Con as we've kind of taken a look at the lay of the land. Casey?
Yeah, we've done kind of a walkthrough so far just to kind of check out the space here and see what's going to be going on. Right now it's fairly empty. We're here very early on Thursday.
Which has been nice.
It kind of lets you see what's here before there's a bajillion people and before all the tables are full and stuff.
Although the free play game room is open.
There's people already here playing bright and early.
That are being played, yeah.
Gamers going to be gaming whenever they can.
Gamers gonna game, yeah.
Yeah, so that's it so far. We'll kind of show you what's going on here in a little bit, and we'll get into some games here shortly. So.
And maybe you'll see Eric at some point.
Yeah, maybe.
So Eric has made it. He has gone through multiple hotels, and he's been through sporting equipment delivery issues, but he's here. He's here, and I wanted to ask you, since you were also a con veteran,
that's right,
what you remember from being at. And again, we know that Genghis Con has kind of gone through some naming changes over the years, but this type of con at this time of year, what do you remember maybe about 10 years ago when you went to this con last time?
I remember there was a lot of fun, and I remember there's going to be a lot of people, and I remember you get to play a lot of games.
Was there too many people? Was there too many people?
No. But you get a nice buzz going on. You know, it's nice to be surrounded.
Were you able to play some new games that you hadn't played before?
Yes,
or good,
very much so.
Okay,
so that's kind of what I'm hoping for this time too.
New games, new experiences.
Go out there, and I honestly want to try just a bunch of new things.
Okay.
A bunch of new people. Tell them all about Evil Cheese.
Yeah. So Evil Cheese and Eric gaming goals. Boom. Con.
Cool.
So I'm here with Jim, who happens to be my cousin, randomly. Have you been to a Genghis Con before? I can't remember.
Not a Genghis Con.
Okay.
There was a different type of convention that was around this time of year, like 4 years ago. That was.
Okay.
I don't remember which one.
And was it pretty similar? Open tables and people just kind of playing stuff?
With little signs of join games.
Sure. Yeah, wanted players, that kind of thing. And then you played a few things here. Did you play many new things?
Well,
at
that's
this
the thing.
convention?
It was the brass.
Sure. You had signed up,
the
right?
Birmingham brass one, which is a modern redo of the brass style types of games. Brass and Age of Industry are Martin Wallace's kinds of build buildings, ship stuff, and make money, so that you don't have to go too much in debt. But when you go in debt, you gotta quickly turn a profit. You're gonna be way too far.
And is that kind of a generating points type of game?
It is you're generating points by multiple things. One is generating points by having buildings at the end of the game. They're flipped up, and in this game it actually had 2 rounds of scoring. A canal phase, which was meant to be during the industry, where you have canals and then are replaced by railroads. So kind of halfway through the cards, everybody switches to all the canals disappear, dry up, and then everybody has to then if they have high enough level buildings out, those remain, and they can from there spread out and build rail networks and
Gotcha.
such.
And this was the first time playing this?
Playing that one, although if you had played other Martin Wallace ones of Brass or Age of
There's
Industry,
similar traits.
very similar traits.
What did you think? How long was the experience, and what
Well,
did you think?
it takes a while when you had some people haven't played that before.
Gotcha.
So it's
The teaching.
the teaching. It's one of those where if everybody knows it, then it's a nice 2-hour game. If not everybody knows it, then it's a 3 to 3.5.
But you would overall recommend that game based on your play experience?
It's for that style of game. If you've ever played other original Brass or Age of Industry or that, it's a fun variant, new variant of it.
Gotcha.
And did you have a good time at Genghis Con? Do you think
Well, and
you
especially
want
the
to come
reason,
back?
the reason it's fun too is in order to ship stuff, you must have beer.
Like any industry.
Beer is the lubrication.
That's how you pay the workers to ship the stuff or drive the locomotives. Wait, what?
They're on rails. You'll be fine.
Exactly.
You played Bomb Busters for the first time.
Yes.
Any other new games you experienced yesterday?
the first time?
Roth.
Yes, that Ross was the
Roth,
first time.
and any particular feelings on?
Bomb Busters is apparently a modern classic in terms of a lot of people love it for the get a group to play
a lot of buzz around it
together.
right now.
It's a great way to keep your friends as opposed to
We don't all want to blow up, do we?
Yeah, so that cooperativeness of it and whatnot. And then Roth, which we just
it's
played.
the reverse of that.
Destroying family and friendships.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why me? You're always picking on me.
That's our usual.
I mean,
when we play
pretty much.
stuff.
I look at that, and that's just a redo of Small World.
Gotcha.
Yeah, very similar vibes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Those two games.
All right. Well, thanks for your feedback and talking to us, and have a good rest of your con.
Thanks.
We're in one of the special rooms here, and we're meeting with somebody that's from Genghis Con.
Yeah, I'm Cole. This is our gaming library, so this is where you can kind of come and check out whatever games that we have. Freely available to play. Check it out, check them in. Open gaming tables, stuff like that.
Gotcha. And is this is available for all days of the con?
Yep, yeah, absolutely.
And do you have a favorite game here at the con? What are you playing right
I'm
now?
a simple man. Honestly, Uno is forever going to be my favorite game. Everyone laughs about it, everyone loves it, but I will play Uno at any time with anybody.
Awesome. Thanks. Casey, we just completed Bomb Busters.
We did.
We went through one training mission, then Eric had us skip 2 training
We only did one
missions,
training.
and then we went on.
We did.
How did we feel about this game?
We're pretty great. I gotta say, if I had to go out into the real world and defuse real bombs, I could probably be all right.
Okay, pretty good. What do you think of the board game?
It's cool. I've played a few games similar to this. One's called Spy. It's the same thing, but you're holding them and figuring out like where the positions are. And you mentioned it. It reminds us of Hanabi a little bit. Deck of cards where you don't know what you're holding and have to play tricks in order, basically. But this is cool. It has a lot more like variety to it, even in just the 2 we did.
Royce. This was fantastic. I felt like I led us to victory, and I liked that feeling of accomplishment.
Show them
And
your
then just like
Oh,
add all the things at the bottom.
What'd you guys think of Bomb Busters?
What did you think? It's kind of like explosive gambling, but with skill.
Explosive gambling with skill. I think.
Which is like a lot of gambling.
Yeah,
minus the explosions.
Yeah, I think nothing more needs to be said.
No, I like it. I'm interested in playing more.
Or are they mice?
As long as I have my
that a
heart
dog?
medicine with me. are here with one of the founders of Genghis Con.
Not founder, current owner.
Current owner, you said.
Current
Okay,
owner, yeah.
current owner. And you're also with Gamer Girl
Games.
as well. And those are kind of like two separate organizations.
Gamer Girl Games owns and runs Genghis Con and Tacticon.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're sort of, and you are the owner of that, and that sort of thing kind of like facilitates those two events then.
Correct.
So running game cons, what do you like about it? Why did you get into it, and how has maybe it evolved over the years?
So I've been coming to Genghis Con since 2000. I had the opportunity to buy it in 2018. The reason I love going to cons is it feels like it's found family, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you get to hang out with your friends. Sometimes you only get to see them once a year, and it's at the con. So
Yeah.
it just feels like everybody gets back together. You learn about new games, you play old favorites, and that's what it's about. It's sitting down and rolling clicky clacks.
How has it evolved over the years? From maybe like the modest beginnings to what it has become now. Is this year the biggest one you've had?
For sure. Genghis Con's been around since 1979. Like
Wow.
I said. Yeah. Over there on the wall, you can see some of the shirts. I think I have a Genghis Con 5 shirt that I
Gotcha.
turned into-
I will definitely
that I
get some
turned into a
pictures
quilt.
of that.
So since '79, I mean, it's obviously changed dramatically. Tacticon used to be more heavily miniatures and old school Grognards.
Gotcha,
right?
gotcha.
And so Tacticon is doing that again. Genghis Con has always been a little bit more on the role-playing side.
Yeah.
And what I've watched over the last few years is a massive rise in more indie games. It used to be, we have 200 Dungeons and Dragons games on the schedule. This year we have 65, but I have 700 different events on the schedule. Right, so I've just watched other game companies come up. I think I have probably 12 different systems that people are playing.
Yeah.
And we started our own board game library, and so we brought that.
Oh yeah, we saw it. We were just down there. It's great.
So-
Yeah, we filmed a little thing with the person that was in there. That's awesome that you guys are sharing games with people, and even kind of nerds like us that have played a bunch. It's just like, oh wow, we haven't played this, and we haven't played this, and that's a really cool thing.
Yeah, so we try to, my background is more in RPG and miniatures,
Mm-hmm.
and so we always want the feedback from the board gamers, like what's the hotness, what are we supposed to play in the library, right? Like, so we talk to the community and find out what we need and what we miss, and we do our best to provide it for people.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time here today, Andrea.
You're welcome.
And we'll definitely encourage people to come out to the con, if not this year, then in coming years
We'll
as
be
well.
here. We'll be here.
And thank you so much for your time.
You're very welcome.
All right, we just got done playing of Popes and Plagues, and a little feedback from our group here. Could you just say your name and what you thought?
My name's Gina, and I thought it was spectacular. 10 out of 10 would play again.
What did you like about it? What made it a unique and gaming experience for you?
It moves really fast, but everybody's got the availability. One turn of a card, and you are winning, losing, dead.
So
I like it.
quick turns, okay,
Yep.
great. And what's your favorite game that you're into right now?
Right now, Clank. I'm still loving Clank.
Clank, great, okay. And how about you? So who are you? And then what'd you think?
Maisha Ross. I love the you get 'em about it.
You get
I'm
it.
an instigator.
Okay, so playing attacks and misfortunes on other people.
And instigating fights.
Yeah, you were the war queen, weren't you? Okay, and then
I lost at the end though.
yeah, what game are you into a lot right now?
Arc Nova.
Arc Nova. Okay, all right, cool. And
Jesse Ross as well. Great game.
Okay.
I didn't win, fortunately. They jumped me. They did all kinds of things. I think one of them put their finger in my ear. I don't know what happened. All I know was this was a great game. I recommend at least playing this once in your life. It should be a bucket list type kind of game. I like the fact that you can, you know, the iconography of this game just allows you to give a ambience of saying, hey, okay, so you took my people, so I'm going to take
your people.
So
Yeah.
it's like, I like the tit for tat.
Eye for an eye, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And then what game are you really into right now?
Actually, two of them currently I am. Rock Hard 1977 and Galactic Cruise.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right, and so that was our playthrough of Popes and Plagues. We did not see the Inquisition, but we had a lot of disease and war, so thanks everybody. Hey guys, this is Evil Cheese, and we are at Genghis Con for day 2. It is Friday, and we just wanted to kind of do a little video spot to talk about some of the games and experiences we've had today. Special guest Lori here, who joined us for a special game that we're going to talk about in just a little bit, but we're going to start with Eric. Eric,
Yes.
What have you experienced, done, worked on, played today?
Today, I have worked on my attitude, which has improved.
That surprises me because
yes.
it's been iffy today.
Yes.
Oh.
But I then also played what I played. We played Roth, WROTH. I got wrecked.
Did you
Roth.
play? Did you play something before Roth?
Not today. Other Roth, yes.
Oh, that's right. You guys tried to do the co-op a little bit, and
Right.
still working.
Right.
on that.
We're
Okay.
still working on that one. We'll get back to that.
Yeah, so who won Roth again?
Was it you?
Yeah,
it was you.
me.
It was
Yeah,
you.
I wouldn't
Yes.
ask it if it wasn't me.
Right. That's right. And then I also played Wine Cellar.
Yes.
A charming bidding game with Vince Trade artwork. Really, really fun. And then we played Blood Rage,
which we'll talk about as a whole.
Yes.
I had a similar day, although I did start out with an independent publisher that was doing Hopes and Plagues, which is, I've got some pictures and you'll probably be seeing them now as Eric puts them in, but it's an interesting little game with a little board where you sort of like, everybody's like building up the population of their city, and then you start sabotaging each other, and when you do a certain dice roll or draw a certain card, everybody starts dying, and it's a race to see who dies last. And for an independent publisher, I thought it was clever. I thought the artwork was good. The guy was very nice, gave us some plague dice, which was nice. That's better than plague mice, which could cause an outbreak. So that was fun. And then I joined Eric and Casey and a couple other people. I think did we have 5 playing Roth or 4 playing Roth? Four. We had 4 playing Roth, and I did emerge victorious. And I found that I really liked Roth a lot better when I won than when I played it before, and I did not win. Yeah. And so then we played Wine Cellar again, which was just kind of a nice little palate cleanser. Quick, I don't know, was it 15, 20 minutes that we played it? And boom.
15.
And just kind of like a number kind of a points game stuff. And then for my first time, Eric has been telling me forever that Blood Rage would scratch an itch that I didn't know itched. And so I began scratching, but we'll get to that in just a second. So that does bring us to Blood Rage. And so, Lori, since you haven't talked yet, we'll bring this to you now. So this was your first time playing Blood Rage. It's kind of an area control, get points, bring out guys. Guys die, you get points for guys dying. If you know Blood Rage, you know how that works. What were your thoughts on your first experience with Blood Rage?
I actually really liked it. I generally don't like games with a lot of combat, but this one I very much enjoyed it, even though I also played. It means that I came in dead last by a lot.
Yes,
You know.
Lori coined the phrase of and I also played the game, as in I got my
biscuits handed to me, and that has happened to me many a day. But I like the I also play.
And
so
a lot of people, when they play Blood Rage, they kind of have your reaction too, where they don't really like combat too much. But like that game, it's more palatable. Yeah, because it's not so devastating when you lose, and it's not so when you win. So it does a good job of like
balancing it.
But it's a very good balance.
I found that too. That I was kind of combat aggressive forward in the first like couple of phases, and then kind of found myself kind of hunting for the point mechanics to how I was, and I just kept burning ships. I had a card that allowed me to have like big points every time I burned ships, so I just kept sending ships and resurrecting them and sending them into dangerous situations. And that's when I kind of like let go a little bit of the I don't have to win every battle, and I can resurrect and pull guys back in, and there's always more people, and it's part of the sort of like, I don't know what you want to call it, like battle buffet, battle-tastic, battle-gasm. I don't know what you want to call it.
Winning feels good, but losing doesn't feel that bad.
Yeah.
Like that's the only way I can really.
That really helps. I think that really helps with it.
I did enjoy the drafting mechanism too.
Yes, the little cards, and I like the almost like Seven Wonders-ness to it, where it goes through 3 eras, and the cards get kind of like bigger and bigger and more powerful and more stuff, and I love that progressiveness. And I think, Casey, you even mentioned when we were talking about it, it does a great ramp up, and that the board is getting smaller as things are getting Ragnaroked and destroyed, and so you're competing with bigger cards and bigger stakes over less and less stuff, and so I like that ramp up mechanism of it. And personally, when I found out there were giant monster figures that you could get out and have like cause chaos, I was just like, I'm picking the monster cards, and I'm bringing out giants and trolls and as many things as I could, and I definitely scratched that itch almost raw in a great way.
Cool.
That sounds probably awful, but it was not. It was fun, and it does also make me looking forward to the Valhalla, Blood Rage Valhalla, which is the next edition that's coming down the line. Yeah. I also think it would have good replayability. I think it would feel different with 3, with 4, with 5, and there's many paths to victory.
You're gonna draft different things every time.
And Royce won this time, and he sort of did it in a, I don't know, conniving, kind of schemy, kind of cheaty kind of way, and that's fine. It was a very low-key victory.
Yeah, it was.
I would say, but I would forgive him. I did come in second place in that game, so I don't think I enjoyed it quite as much as Roth today, for reasons that I think I've explained. So
good job.
Yeah. So that was a lot of our second day here. We've got some people leaving and some people staying, and so we'll probably have another component to it, but thanks for listening to us at Genghis Con.
We're wrapping up day 2 kind of for us here on Friday night.
Saturday. Oh, is it Friday?
It's Friday. We played so many games.
Yeah.
The time's fun.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
So we got to play quite a few games today, and we kind of divided up a little bit here and there to kind of play some different stuff with people. So what are some of the games you played over the course of today?
So over the course of, I already talked about Noria.
Yeah.
We played that wine game.
Yes, Wine Cellar. I think
Wine Cellar.
Yep.
What did we play after wine? Did we play? It was Blood Rage after Wine Cellar.
Blood Rage was after lunch, so I think that was after Wine Cellar, and that's when we all kind of did together. We talked about that a little bit earlier.
So we talked about that. So after that, Scott and I broke off, and we played Keyforge, which is my favorite trading card game.
Cool.
And Scott had played it before, but I kind of got to show him some of the new cards and sets, and that's always great. I always love to play Keyforge. It's a great thing. So that was great. And then after that, we all played Final Titan, which is a Kickstarter game that I backed for this year. So I have a print and play version, so it's not the full game. The full game will be coming in October, but we got to kind of try it out, and it's a fun it's a great end of the quick, game.
Easy to do.
It's not a lot of mental load.
Sure.
And it's fun to just kind of watch. It's a lot of dice, and you watch the Titans fight, and it's
play a couple upgrades. See
it's a great end of day game. Yeah.
And then in the afternoon, after we did Blood Rage, me and Eric split up and we played Bomb Busters with some new people that we had met, which we had played earlier this weekend. But we got to see like a few more scenarios and see like some of the new stuff that kind of comes out over the course of it.
How you view the game?
No, because the core is still pretty much there. You're still doing the same sort of wire cutting and stuff, but it does add another little layer of things to pay attention to. Like we got an additional objective where we had to cut certain wires before we could cut other ones, or you fail. So we had to cut like a 1 before we could cut a 7 before we could cut 8s.
Oh, interesting.
So it does add some more complexity for sure to pay attention to.
Cool.
And then after that, with that same group, we played Origin Story, which is sort of like you're building a comic book character.
Oh, yeah.
And it's through trick taking. So you're taking tricks, and each round you're gaining new like superpowers for your hero, which modify what you do. It's competitive. But there's also a hero and villain side. So each round you get to decide if you're going to be the hero this time or the villain. And heroes gain points for winning more tricks, and villains want to not win any tricks. So you're sort of giving up and like being nefarious and getting rid of your cards.
Sounds very low-key.
Yeah. It's very low-key, and it's very all or nothing, because if you win any tricks as the villain, you don't get those points. So you got to kind of like make sure you can come out on the bottom. But it was kind of cool, and then you're sort of filling out panels of like a comic book with your superpowers by the end of the game. So you sort of have this origin story for your hero.
It looked super cool. It looked like
the art was really
the
cool.
production quality was
the
really
characters
high.
are cool and have like cool
These are
flavor
little
to them and
books
stuff.
and-
Yeah. So it was cool, and then that was an interesting one. And then after that, we played Final Titan together to kind of wrap up the night. Quick and breezy to just throw on the table and try.
So the con.
So there we go.
How does this con like rank against other experiences
Right.
you guys have had? And then like, what advice would you give people? It's like, if you come to the con, this is what to expect. This is what it does well.
Sure.
This is maybe what it doesn't do as well. I mean, what do you guys think?
Well, I didn't know what to expect at all.
This is your first one?
Yeah, I mean,
at Genghis Con?
I had been to like StarCon like years and years ago, and that had like a board game component, but there was like other stuff going on, so like I didn't spend the whole time there. So like to have like a full game dedicated con was a new experience to me, and I really didn't know what to expect. But it's really cool. I think like the thing to think about is like you're going to a place where everybody's interested in games, whether that's role-playing games or board games.
Yeah.
So like if there's a game that you want to play, like you could bring it
It's
and like
here.
find people. Yeah. So it's like great to like play those games that maybe take a little bit longer, maybe take more people, and or whatever game you have a hard time getting to the table. Like there's going to be so many people here, and you're going to be able to find people to come play that game.
Right.
And then it's also a great opportunity to just play games that you would like never have played. Games that are new to you, games that are unfamiliar to you.
Yeah.
Because there's people here, they're going to teach them. And everybody I met and played with that I didn't know was super friendly because they like board games, they get it.
Right.
Like, and we all understand like how the teach goes, so it was super cool. I would definitely come again. I'm done for the weekend. I might come back on Sunday, maybe.
Depending on how you feel.
But it was
it's a lot of days. If you want to do a ton of time here and you get the weekend pass, you could do Wednesday night,
and
Thursday,
things go all
Friday.
Night. Like,
yes,
like
it goes
we're
deep
kind of
into the night. You could spend 20 hours here probably if you wanted to.
I mean, you could stay at the hotel.
Yeah,
you could like
they have blocks that you can check out. So if
So-
you're here like from out of town, it's easy to stay here and just be available for all the stuff.
So really cool if you're interested in this hobby. I think
Yeah.
it's a really cool opportunity. I was really impressed. So
cool. I will garner expectations a little bit because I
Okay.
feel like there's sort of two lanes.
Mhm.
One lane is there's a million open tables and people playing stuff everywhere. So it's really easy to just try stuff, meet new people, meet gamers, and play with different people that you might not see elsewhere in the world. And then the other lane is the stuff you can sign up for. So there's things you can pick where people are running games at certain times that you can get tickets for or sign up for ahead of time. And so that's kind of the other side. Is like, okay, I want to do this at this time, this at this time, and you have those options.
yeah,
So you can really schedule it if you want.
Yeah, and I did sign up for one just to like have that experience, and I liked it. I liked having a block of time where like someone was dedicated to that game. They were going to teach it.
Yeah, I agree.
They were prepared to teach it, and it was fun just to have like that set thing to do. I don't know if I would want to fill up my whole schedule like that,
Right.
but it was nice to have little blocks to like
You have the
know
option.
for sure. I knew for sure I was going to be able to play something.
And it wasn't expensive. I mean, all the tickets I got were like $1.
It was $1, and then there's a $1 convenience fee, so
Yeah.
it was $2.
There's
Yeah.
some bigger ones for some
Yeah.
like bigger names in
Yeah.
the community that cost a little bit more because they're more in demand. So you have those two things, and then you have the vendor stuff. So they have artists and things you can get here. There's things you can buy. You can buy games, and there's a big vendor hall. We did a quick tour of that, so you'll see kind of what's in there. But outside of those things, that's kind of all of it. So if you're expecting like a panel for like a discussion of games, that's not really here. There's not like celebrities.
There were some
who are, like,
on the
presenting
schedule. There were
stuff.
some on the schedule.
Okay.
Luke Gygax was going to do one, and I was like thinking about it,
Panel
but like the game was at the same time. So
Okay.
like, it's like, what do you want to? Do you want to play games?
Right.
Or go hear
You
somebody
have to
talk
kind of
about
pitch.
games? Yeah.
Double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Feel that though that it was not crowded. It wasn't hard to get around. It was,
There's lots of space. Like
Yeah.
they have a ton of room in this hotel, so that's good. But the tables do fill up. We're
Yeah.
here Friday night, and things are getting a little packed.
Yeah.
And it's going to be the same way throughout tomorrow
You're
and
not going to
Sunday.
see big companies debuting games here.
Right.
This isn't like a Gen Con.
Yeah, this
No.
isn't Gamma, so you're not going to see like prototypes too much unless people bring their own
Yeah.
stuff.
There are some, local designers showing off some stuff,
and
but that's not like the
good stuff.
focus.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
not what this con.
No.
This is more about players and playing.
Yeah.
So if that's what you're after, Genghis Con is great. For
And we
that.
were here for board games, but there's a lot of, I would say it was like split pretty evenly half and half between board games and role-playing games.
Yes, there was a ton of RPGs going on.
And then there was a whole miniatures room, so, other stuff going on that,
lots of gaming options.
Yeah.
At Genghis Con.
Yeah.
So that's probably mostly a wrap for us.
Yeah.
We might have a few other things depending on if people are going to come back in the next few days. But we spent quite a few hours here over the last few.
I'm tired.
Yeah, we need to recover a
Yes,
little
we're
bit,
all-
and then we'll
we're all
gauge.
middle-aged and tired. That's the lesson. we
Yes. So that's kind of it for Evil
Yeah.
Cheese. Royce, thanks for joining us
Thanks.
here.
Thanks so much for you guys to inviting me. I wouldn't have thought about coming to this.
Yeah.
So it was great to
Something
come
new.
with some friends. It was great.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe. You know the deal.
What's your
And
sign off?
then That's kind of it.
Oh.
Like and subscribe. Bye.
Keep your cheese evil.